Hello folks, Typhoon Carter here, and I bring to you another DPP SPL match. This is a Week 6 matchup between Malekith of the Circus Maximus Tigers and PDC of the Cryonicles. PDC's been around for a while. He's been playing DPP since forever and a prolific builder of the tier. He is filling in for Ladybug this week as Ladybug was not available for whatever reason, but here he is making his season debut, whereas Malekith is back in DPP after a brief stint in black and white that didn't go so hot for him. That being said though, let's jump right into this. Hippo lead, Jirachi lead. Jirachi turn 1 Toxics here, not a very common move and actually a pretty good lore from PDC. As Toxic is not something that you see a lot on Jirachi in DPP in general, and Malekith bring out Skarmory indicating some kind of stall team. And Fire Punch doing 31%, and PDC is just looking to fish for that burn. And so far he has not been getting it, as 2 layers of spikes are up, and Malekith looking to probably get full layers potentially, but Malekith accounting for that crit there. Is able to roost off the burn damage and has to roost again. So looking to be kind of a long game potentially. And I wonder how PDC and okay, yeah, finally gets the burn there after a couple fire punches. And Magneton is brought out here. And interesting play as the Magneton is able to at least cripple the Jirachi. Yeah, Magneton sometimes, ooh, that burn kind of sucks. But, yeah, so Magneton usually sometimes used on these stall teams. And the Malekith getting a little too cute there as he tries to read maybe a potential Lottie switch in. And the Jirachi shown to be Sugarberry, as it's able to eat that Earthquake up. And the Hippo is on a bit of a timer now with the Toxic in play. And Malekith catches a break as the Jirachi is finally full parrot. And with the Jirachi parrot, so this means that Malekith won't be getting flinch hacked by the Jirachi. And Starmie is revealed, so PDC being okay letting all those hazards go up was because he had a Starmie in the back. And Malekith looking like he doesn't have a spin blocker, but has his own Jirachi, probably Wish Protect with, like, you know, Body Slam Iron Head, and Starmie able to clear out all the hazards and gets the para, and that looks to be some kind of fat Starmie, maybe it's got some defensive investment. And Jirachi brought back out again, and this Jirachi with no, or maybe it does have recovery, but we do not know for sure. And another full para there. And Starmie has to be brought out here to handle this Jirachi on Malekith's side. So a bit of a stalemate so far, but you know, little bits of progress being made, and PDC only having shown 2 Pokemon so far. So I wonder how Malekith's going to navigate around this, especially because like he has to have like some way to get rid of Starmie. And yeah, I don't know, PDC, okay, yeah, there is the Heatran. And Cradilly is shown, okay, and no recovery there. And, okay, so PDC brought out a Breloom Heatran build, probably with a Zapdos Starmie in the back, perhaps. And Malekith's last revealed to be a Gliscor. And this Gliscor probably has Wing Attack or Ice Fang, like maybe something to hurt Breloom, but we'll go find out soon enough. And no, it just taunts instead. Okay, that makes sense because you want to prevent the Breloom from sporing. It has to switch out anyways. And the Jirachi should be faster. And Skarm brought out just to block the Spore, so Malekith doesn't want to take any risk trying to play for flinch hacks because of the fact that PDC has a Starmie in the back and has a Heatran that can handle the Jirachi. Crit Break, we're doing 39% there, and that Starmie is going to shrug it off easily at this rate. Yeah, again, I'm not sure how Malekith is going to break through this. Like, I see a Cradilly, and the Cradilly probably has like Curse, Recover, you know, like with maybe like Quake Slide combo, like Rock plus Round combo. So that's what I imagine. Like, you know, you got the Magneton, that makes sense for that, but again, and Cradilly is showing no item, and might be something like Mail. So the idea with running Mail on a Pokemon is usually that you cannot remove it in any way, shape, or form. Like, you can't trick it away, you can't be knocked off, like just stuff like that. So, I mean, if you're running Mail, that's probably a good reason to do it, in my opinion. And yep, there's the Zapdos. And the last is probably a Tyranitar, so PDC, assuming the last is a Tyranitar, this looks to be, oh, that's not great. Yeah, so it's sub-discharge Zapdos probably, or like sub-T-Bolt with like some other move, who knows, but yeah, like the Jirachi breaking sub here, every time it does that, like, pressure means that it is, okay, so Heat Wave is revealed, so sub-discharge, or like sub-electric move Heat Wave looks to be the case here. And that being said, though, I think, as I was saying, like, if the last is Tyranitar, and again, it's a very classic 6. Like, you know, you got the Jirachi, Starmie, Heatran, Breloom, Zapdos, with a Tyranitar in the back. Very classic build. It's a proven 6. But even such a proven 6 like PDC showing that, hey, look, even with these classic 6s, you can make very small tweaks that can quote-unquote make them more innovative, such as like Toxic on Jirachi to lure Hippowdon. And yeah, so again, like, just long stalemate. PDC's not switching into Zapdos because he doesn't really want to take that risk of like eating a paralysis with Zapdos. That would be less than ideal. Not to mention that PDC still has Breloom and Starmie to like kind of handle that. Breloom is brought out again, and Breloom's not going to want to stay in here. And Jirachi showing Protect here, so yeah, it is Wish Protect Jirachi. Hippo brought out yet again, and Zapdos just opting to play it straight, forces the Hippo to probably have to recover. And Breloom is brought back in on this double switch to try to threaten the Hippowdon, maybe fire a Focus Punch off if he has that. Nope, just opts to play it straight, Seed Bombs there. Nothing doing. And Heatran brought out again to potentially threaten Malekith's Skarmory. Heatran showing no item here, so could be Choice Scarf. On this 6, like, Choice Scarf Heatran would make sense because, again, you need a way to deal with the fast Dragon Dancers, you need a way to deal with Gyarados reliably, Dragonite reliably. So, like, those are, like, kind of the two big things. And it is, in fact, Focus Punch. Now here, Malekith, this could be an interesting mind game, potentially, and PDC plays it safe here, and scouts out the Wing Attack. So yeah, if the Gliscor roosted there, and PDC, say, Focus Punched or Seed Bombed again, and the Gliscor died, but Malekith also kind of had to make a tough decision on whether to just play it straight and whatnot. Anyways, yeah, so Jirachi wishes up again, and this game is looking to be a slow, very slow burn kind of game, where both players' patience will be tested. As for how Malekith can win this game, something like a last Pokemon Cradilly situation, or like weakening all of Cradilly's checks, so somehow getting rid of the Breloom would be a possible win path for Malekith to try to come back from what looks to be a very difficult matchup. And the Zapdos coming in on anticipated Iron Head, so that's another 2 PP burn. So And Cradilli comes in on this Breloom, but it's going to be forced out, probably. And what do you know? It is forced out. Can't really just stay in there because of the fact that Breloom could just attack with Seed Ball and still get good damage out of it. So that's why Malekith had to switch out. Zapdos brought back in again, looking to try to force the issue. And PDC predicts the protect here. Actually, no, it wasn't really a prediction, it was kind of free. But yeah, so the Zapdos comes in easily and is able to kind of just wall this thing. PDC could also just, yeah, he's just fishing for burns right now against this Cradilli, because if he gets the burn on the Cradilli, game's instantly over, more or less. And yeah, the Cradilli just rock slides there. And Breloom yet again focus punching, and this Skarm comes in. So yeah, like Malekith's team doesn't have anything great for a Breloom in general, and PDC playing it safe has to switch out again, especially because the Gliscor revealed wing attack, so it can't actually threaten Zapdos all that well. And Hippo's brought out yet again. And the toxic damage on Hippo is probably going to do him in eventually, but yeah, Breloom coming in once again, threatening to do a lot of damage with Seed Bomb. And Gliscor finally comes in on the Breloom, and Breloom finally gets the Spore off. And Gliscor staying in on this Focus Punch. And PDC probably just going to Seed Bomb or something. No, just plays it safe. No reason to risk it. Yeah, so PDC firmly in the driver's seat. And again, like Malekith has to somehow find a way to get the Breloom out the way to let the Cradilli potentially win the game. That's kind of what he's got to aim for right now. And the Jiraiya's Wish is able to bring the Hippo back up to 71%, so fairly healthy, but he's gonna have to. Okay, so gets the rocks up again, but Malekith probably has to heal. And yeah, so he just slacks off there, kind of has to keep the Hippo relatively healthy and try to maneuver around this Breloom. But yeah, Breloom can just kind of fire off focus punches, and great play there by Malekith to interrupt that focus punch attempt, knowing that like PDC's been kind of letting that rip just about almost every time. And it forces PDC to have to play Seed Bomb there. And Jirachi is able to come in fairly comfortably. Heatran brought in on a Body Slam and gets burned for it. Yeah, so Malekith making some good plays, trying to like make something out of this game, potentially. And Breloom brought back in, and the Cradilli recovers. Again, like PDC could let this rip, and Malekith interrupts the focus punch attempt with an Earthquake. So now PDC has to actually be careful about letting them rip too casually. And gets interrupted again. Jirachi comes in on a Seed Bomb now that PDC kind of has to play it fairly honest, per se. Heatran comes in again on this Jirachi, and not going to get a whole lot of damage out of it, 9%, but this Heatran having no recovery means it's going to be slowly worn down over time with entry hazards and whatnot. Although I wonder why PDC hasn't brought Starmie back in quite a while. Like, he's still got it in the back. And Cradilli curses up in front of a Tyranitar here. And Tyranitar superpowers and looks to be choice banned and gets the roll. Malekith sounding a little bit unhappy about that, but I think if he had leftovers on that Cradilli, then he might have actually just had even better odds of living that superpower and just healing it off. Doesn't get the flinch hacks against this Heatran. And Malekith protecting here, probably just trying to PP stall a couple more points of Fire Blast. Gets the flinch. And Body Slam will take out the Heatran, so again, Malekith trying to make something of this game. Although again, like I think he's lost his main win condition, which is rather unfortunate, but I don't know about that one, but yeah, I wonder why PDC isn't just healing on that turn, but hey. What do I know? I'm just some schmuck in a chair just commentating this game. And yeah, okay, so the Zapdos does reveal be Thunderbolt, and that crit is gotta suck a little bit for Malekith because he's got burn more Wish PP right now. Yeah, again, like I really don't know how Malekith's going to get out of this because, like, long term, like the Zapdos is just going to PP stall out all these Wish PPs. Not to mention, like, the Hippo doesn't look to have a phasing move of any kind. And the other thing is, like, Zapdos could just heal this off. And then, yeah, so that Ice Fang doesn't break the sub. And this looks to just be like a slow burn at this point, especially because Malekith lost his main win con. And really, Malekith's just hoping that PDC chokes or something at this point. So that's kind of the main win path for Malekith at this state of the game. You know, like more Slack Off's being burnt off, but that toxic damage is going to eventually do him in. Jirachi comes in, and yeah, just eats up another Heat Wave, but again, like, this isn't sustainable at all. Like, Malekith is going to need a double protect to get himself out of this situation. If he gets another one, then maybe he's got a chance to live. And, okay, finally catches a bit of a small break there. And again, like, Zapdos with Heat Wave, it's like there's always a chance that he can just get burned on any given turn. So yeah, Malekith getting a little bit of luck, trying to prolong this game. And Iron Head breaks the sub, but again, with pressure being in play, this doesn't look very sustainable. Yeah, so he's got free Body Slam PP, 9 Iron Head PP at this stage of the game. And the Wish is going to heal Hippo back up to full. PDC just kind of burning some Thunderbolt PP just to conserve Heat Wave PP from the looks of it. And not to mention he still has a Starmie in the back too that hasn't really had to do a whole lot lately. So that's like another consideration to make. Especially because, okay, yeah, so PDC just brings out Tyranitar, which is, gets frozen there, so Malekith getting some crucial breaks now to try and make something out of this game. And insta-Fawz there, gets the CB Crunch off, and gets some meaningful damage here. And PDC just doesn't care, like the Tyranitar's already done its job in his eyes, so he's cool with just letting the Tyranitar die and get some extra mileage with that CB boosted Crunch. And Breloom looking to Mach Punch here, try to wear the Jirachi down even more. And yeah, that does 27%. And Rachi protects again. And PDC just getting... Yeah, I think... Okay, so PDC looks like he's healed himself out of Spore range. Yeah, just playing it pretty safe here. Just Mach Punching. No reason to take a risk on anything. And that Jirachi's at 25%, so the Zapdos is going to threaten a KO. And just subs again. I guess he doesn't lose anything from this, and I'm 99.9% sure that this Jirachi's gonna go down, and the Hippo's just gonna die. So that's probably what's going to end up happening, as the Hippo will succumb to toxic damage, and PDC healing up so that he can get more subs up. And Ice Fang breaks the sub. So yeah, he's got 7 sub PP left, so he's got plenty to spare. And Malekith, quote-unquote, calling it out, but again, like, even if the Zapdos dies here, then like Starmie's just going to clean house and misses the Ice Fang, which is, to be honest, is kind of whatever, and looks like PDC should walk away with this. This was, put bluntly, a pretty difficult matchup for Malekith, all things considered, and he did do pretty well to try to make something out of this game, but it was not meant to be, from the looks of it. And yeah, so PDC wins, and he's going to move to 1-0 in the season. Malekith going to, I believe, 0-3 in DPP this season, so he's been having a bit of a rough tour and a rough matchup, amongst other things, and PDC with a nice tack on his lead Jirachi, being able to cripple the Hippowdon permanently with Toxic. That being said though, if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.